see something. What's that? There we go.
One time for the one time. It's the family bloodline.
All right.
I'll get it back.
I did almost double clicking. I was good to go this round, and we good to go. We good to go. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Man. I had to tell my son, go put my ski mask up. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go live. I ain't need it right now.
Damn, that sounded kind of okay. A little violent, but ski masks and shit. I got you.
You know, that's you know how people get down nowadays. I don't know if I need to start wearing mine. But I got the old school ski mask though. I got the wool one, you know what I'm saying? Like they used to pull the old robberies with. That's the one I got.
Oh my God.
I ain't updated my stuff. I ain't know we had to.
Don't need to. Should be good with what you got. So Wanda's gonna be on a little later. She was running errands. Well, she was at a football game, kids' football game. So she on her way back, and we'll peruse through everything and wait for her. Shouldn't be too long. She sent us a text not too long ago, let us know she was gonna be a little bit behind. But until then, gentlemen, what's been going on?
Like you say, I'm glad Friday Night Lights are back out. That's what Wanda attended a football game tonight. I'm glad we got football back. I was sitting up here watching a little college football game that was on tonight, so I'm excited about that. Kids still excited about school. You know, 2 weeks in, so
yeah,
that's another plus.
Which teams were you watching?
It was Old Dominion and can't remember. I think it wasn't Virginia Tech. I can't remember. I know the other thing was Old Dominion.
Okay, all right.
Right before we got on, it was a fumble that took place, and yeah, I was all go, rah, you know, like once again, already getting in that mode. Then wait till next week.
Yeah, football season starts holiday season. Shit, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
That's truth be told. So
and my fantasy guys been going crazy. I can't even. My wife got mad at me this morning. They up 5 o'clock this morning on the app. Ring, ring. My phone going off. She like, what the is that going off?
Yep.
Like, I get up and I instantly start laughing at the gifts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's the homies. And I'm like, she's like, you need to take the room.
You should have told her that's just the effect from the cause of wearing black tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the beginning. It's just the beginning.
I feel you. DL Thomas, for those who are just joining us, we got a special guest tonight. Last week we were talking about he brought up a topic, and so many people bring up topics, but not everybody's willing to actually put their face behind in front of their
Correct. A lot of people don't
Thomas
come on.
Did. So introduce and welcome everybody to Mr. DL Thomas. Rounds of applause for DL Thomas. Rounds of applause.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to the Family Bloodline Podcast.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate
How's your week been going so far?
Oh man, so far so good. We've been trying to stay dry out here because we getting rain off and on all this past week. It's been flooding in some areas out here where we're at. We hoping to get some rain, and then you'll get like 5 minutes of it, and that's it, and then it passes on. But on the weather forecast, they're like, oh, 70% chance of rain. Yeah, it was 70%, but with 10 minutes, and that's so we're trying to navigate that right now, man.
There was some flooding in the Dallas Fort Worth area not too long ago.
Yeah. There was it was flooding real bad in Dallas.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we've been in a drought for like the last few months, right? And I don't know if it's global warming or what, but to go from drought to flood here, just like you saw the flooding out in Vegas and all these places that normally ain't get no water. Yeah. It's just the weirdest thing with the weather stuff. Yeah.
I need to get my other light up. I can tell the difference when I don't have my light from this side on. Anyway. So did y'all get any of the rains from up north or?
So all of it's coming out of the Gulf. So it's coming from, around Mexico coming upwards because of that. There's some low pressure, some on the weather, low pressure system, something, and it's pulling that weather up from the Gulf versus it coming from the north coming down and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lonzo, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we out here. Well, anyway, before I get to that, what else been going on with you this week? You starting your nomad life soon?
Oh man, yeah. We got set up today. Had to come back though because my pops went down to help me out. So we got everything. Base camp is set up. It is set up right now. Okay. Power, water, everything set up. You got a little TV going out there, and but we had to come back because he had to come back up here, and then I don't want to take all like the hats and all the stuff down there and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going back. I'm going back down there in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Okay. So
it's gonna be a week. It's gonna be a week after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll be back on Friday. I'll be out of there on Friday. Yeah.
Man, you're just gonna be hitting the road.
It's gonna be in one spot. So we down in about 20 minutes from Galveston, but about like 5 miles from Kemah. Hey, there's Mal.
Yeah. That's Mal. That's the best goddamn karaoke DJ in the world.
From about 5 miles from Kemah, Texas, and it's right off of Galveston Bay. And there's like a little park over there, and we're parked at that little park over there. But we got everything set up, like I said. And this is the trial run. The thing was we want to set up now to do all the little checks and make sure everything's on the up and up, crossing the T's and dotting I's before we actually put it on the road anywhere further. Yeah.
Okay. Mal, I hope you see who we got on. It's been a while since you've seen him, but here he is. So now you know he's doing well.
Yeah. Hanging in there.
Yeah, Mal is the best karaoke DJ
Indeed.
out there.
Okay.
She kills it, like unequivocally. So where are you going to be going during your nomad life?
First trip, like I said, is the Kemah. We're gonna we might go up to Tennessee because a lot of it's about fishing, and my pops wants to do a lot of fishing. So
okay,
we're gonna hit Tennessee up, and then once this week is good, and we know how to do all the dumping the sewage and all that, because that's the main piece that we hadn't done yet because we hadn't had it out anywhere. So once we're comfortable with that, then man, it just wherever the road will take us, that's where we're going. And,
is Flo going with y'all on this one or?
Not on this one. He's got some other stuff going on, so he won't be on this one. But he said he might pop down there while I'm down there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Might pop
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I can dig it. So
I tell you, he's been definitely a big help because he's got a lot more knowledge on that than I do.
Yeah.
I've been picking his brain every chance I get, man. Every chance I get, I pick his brain about that stuff. So, but it's good. It's
All right.
good.
Man, Lonzo, you down in Mexico,
In
bruh?
Mexico,
Man,
right,
Okay.
living
right.
your best
All
life.
right.
I see you, bro.
Mexico.
You could have
Let's
told us,
go.
man.
That's what's up, bro. Right? Would have had you hop in for a hot second to let us know what was going on, man. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah.
I'm glad you were still able to connect with us.
Man, yeah,
So
enjoy
my week,
yourself.
for sure, enjoy yourself. My week, I don't even really know how to make heads or tails of it. There's a heat wave out here, so we've been in triple
See?
figures
Yeah.
like for forever. And I got construction happening. We got construction happening out here, and the guys that are doing like they dropped all the loads for the asphalt and everything to repair the roads. They dropped it like not too far away behind my house. So
Mm.
when they come in the morning, I can hear the trucks backing up and beeping and hear shit loading and trucks
Yeah.
getting loaded to go back out. So that's been a little frustrating, but other than that, the birds are still chirping. And I work. All I can say is it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. At least as I've been knowing it for almost 25 years now. So, okay, Mr. DL Thomas, go ahead and reintroduce yourself for the people that just joined since they want to hop on late. Ow.
So,
Ow.
my name is Darnell. My initials is DL. Last name is Thomas. Known Mr. JG there for some years now. We served in the service together when we were out in California. We had I guess at the last show they were having some discussions about some stuff, and I just posed a question. Hey, because I think we were talking about over policing is how the
Yeah.
topic,
Yeah.
and I think what I was the one of the things I was looking at was, well, it looks like, even though a lot of it, I think now, like I think the policing has always been that way over, but it's more visible, like I think, like we talked about the other day, it's a lot more visible now because of technology and stuff like that. And so because of that, what we're seeing as we get more and more of these news feeds, and it's all this news is coming in, it's like people just don't seem to value life in general like they did, or at least how I thought we did when we were younger. Before you might fight somebody, okay, but you'll fight them and y'all might be friends later on, you just had an issue. But
Correct.
now everybody's quick to kill. We have beef, I'm gonna shoot you, or I'm gonna kill you,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna go in and do some mass murder type stuff, or you know I saw you had a ink pen in your hand, so I shot you while I was pulling you over for a traffic stop. So there's
Right.
just all kinds of examples of it, in society nowadays.
Yeah. And we gonna get to that. Don't want to get a game away too early in the
My bad,
podcast, but
my bad,
we're
my
definitely gonna get on
bad.
that. So we got a couple more minutes, a minute or two before we.
Ooh, I thought we about there because this one go,
You
it
know what?
extends in so many layers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you about right. So we've got two topics tonight. Uh, the former is what Darnell was just talking about. Do we value lives in today's society like we used to? But the first topic we are going to discuss is actually
I
dealing
thought
with
one.
involving and everywhere surrounding uh, this right here,
Yep.
step parenting and disciplining if needed. So, of course, I got a picture for it. And this is what a lot of people are used to that have bonus babies and that are
Uh,
bonus parents. And,
You know
y'all,
my daddy.
right. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy. Don't say nothing to me. So, even with that being said, before we get into
Hey,
the
that's my
actual
baby. How you doing,
discussion,
baby?
hey, Shawnee, what's going on, cousin? Thanks for joining. Before we get into the actual discussion, I wanted to play this. Oh, hey, Maya.
Oh my goodness.
She make me want to sing Maxwell songs to her. That's another story for another time. Anyway, so before we get into the meat and the heart of the discussion, and I was hoping Wanda would be here for this because I know she's got a lot of input on this as well, being a bonus parent. Let's watch this quick clip that kind of is what actually started the conversation about this step parenting. All right. So that is.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Wanda.
Hey.
Welcome back. Hey. Good to see you. Good to see you. But that's the backdrop of the actual topic. And we're talking about step parents parenting and disciplining if needed. So this is my sister right here. Step parent should not do the disciplining. That's the job of the bio parent, unless the step parent has been with the child since birth. Any other way will not work and result in family conflict.
So I
I can't agree with
disagree,
that. I'm sorry.
but I disagree. But I also want to ask the panel: was it a time frame on like the child being with the step parent? You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just you know what I'm saying. Not like a new relationship. Like we just met, we're a year in, and you know what I'm saying. I don't think you leaving your child with that parent at a year in, your step parent at a year in or so. But I'm just saying, um, I don't know.
My wax
I
just came
agree
off
but
my
disagree.
braces.
Go ahead, Wanda.
Nothing. I'm just saying that my wax just came off my braces while I was chewing.
Oh, okay.
No, and I don't think it's about feeling good because you sitting there and you telling that child to stop. You know, as a child, you should listen to the elder or listen to the person who's watching you at that time. Like, stop, bro, stop. And then so many times you could say stop before you want to Bart Simpson a guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. So here's my thing. Here's my take on that, kind of, sort of. As a step parent, and I have been in my stepchild's life since birth, but that's neither here nor there. If I came in when she was 4 years old, 4 months old, if I'm the parent and I am trusted enough to be left with that child, so obviously I'm not a psycho killer, and I'm trying to hurt the child. And if the child is in my care, to keep them from hurting themselves, and I grab the child, like she said, and the child didn't like the way they were grabbed because they wanted to continue doing what they were doing. As a parent, it is my job to protect that child by any means necessary.
Okay, Malcolm.
correct. Just to answer this,
Now,
it was
it's
like,
these.
could I answer this? It was like Wanda was saying, like like if the parent leaves the child in the care of the step parent while he's at work in this like in this video we just watched, he was at work while the child was with the step parent. Should she call him before you know what I'm saying the kid hurt himself? Or okay, let's not even say the kid gonna hurt himself, but he up there doing what she told him not to do. She gotta call him before she can tell that child to step down. That's you know that's where we at with this conversation. That's why I'm glad. That's a good comment. Jay Glass.
That's
I
key.
want to say. I know.
What about you, dear? What you say, Thomas?
Man, I think that if the step parent has to constantly call the biological parent, even though the child is in the care of the step parent, then the child's gonna realize that
There's no respect.
who's got the trump card in between that relationship. So as long as the biological parent is not there, they can still do what they want to do in the while they're with the step parent and kind of get away with stuff that they're doing until like the biological parent has to get in and got to get involved. And it shouldn't be that way because then they'll stop respecting they won't respect the authority figure that's watching them at that time. Yeah.
And because I'm a step parent, I don't have authority. Is that what you're saying? Like,
well, I think there's a couple of things that have to be put out there, right? The first thing is we know that kids will play and pit adults against each other.
Right.
Right.
And right.
No ifs, ands, or buts. I saw it multiple different times, multiple different levels, right? So at that point, the parents or the biological parents have to have a conversation. The bonus parent and the biological parent have to have a conversation of expectations. Well, yes, it's just expectations, right? Especially when it comes to this area, because I can't see for myself trying to discipline any of my bonus babies the same way that I do my kids.
And you won't.
Yeah.
You won't.
And that, I don't know if I paused or if I timed out. Anyway, I'm back. All right. And that's why the reason why is at the end of the day, my role as a bonus parent is support, right? So we have to make sure we cut through the cud and understand where we both are. God damn, Antoine, that's long as motherfucker.
Damn,
I'm gonna read
Twan,
it
you wrote a paragraph, bro. You wrote a short story.
We're gonna read it though. But there has to be an exact action if the kid is in imminent danger and they don't understand what they're doing, right? They might be doing it to simply be rude, essentially, and then to show, well, you can't do nothing to me, you ain't my daddy, you ain't my mama.
See how far they can go. Correct.
They're gonna test limits. That's kids, right? And so do you sit back and allow the kid to bust their damn head? Me, sometimes I just might, depending on
you gotta learn some way,
but at the end of the day, I will try to say, hey, let's calm down a little bit. Don't jump on your mama couch. She wouldn't like that. That's not okay. And I tell you what, I'm finna call your mama. And whatever your mama says, you talk to your mom, and we're gonna deal with it at that level.
That's what I think. That's what Key was saying. I think that's what Key was saying. But I got
but as we discussed though, sometimes these baby mamas be feeling like, oh, this is my child, and I
carried this child for 9 months.
This is something between me and him, but
you can't win with that, bro. She carried the child for 9 months. That's the only thing we can't do as parenting, as fathers. So you can't win that situation.
You can't, and you won't. So I think the biggest thing is setting expectations, right? So, and of course, it's age appropriate as well. I think that's one of the another parameter that we got to take in consideration. If you are with a child from the point of birth, 1-year-old throughout their lives, well, then you take on a different role as a bonus parent, because they might just begin to actually identify with you as the actual parent, especially if the other parent's not involved, or even if the other parent is involved, and depending on the amount of time that they spend with you, you still have that, hopefully have that type of a parental authority. What you got, Dirk? What you got, Cuzzo?
Oh, so
I was so hungry, y'all.
In co-parenting, that's why we let you do your thing. That's why we talking. You don't do your thing, cuz you're in.
Get it off, Cuzzo. We with you.
So in a situation of co-parenting, who has the final say over the child?
The parent.
Is there a final say?
According to the court, if we look at it in a legal fashion, according to the court, the parent who has parenting time at that moment, depending on what the actual thing is. So if you have joint legal 50-50, the other parent can't make medical decisions or any major decisions about the child without your consent, right? Okay. But when it comes to actually being in a household, there's a difference, right? Because my rules in this house are different than the rules that she has established in her house, and my kids act accordingly. And I think that's another difference. So that's
okay.
That's what
I'm talking about there. Yeah, what y'all think about that? Like
I feel like, as a step parent, like, it's definitely a process. It's a process because somebody ain't gonna be mature enough to handle the situation.
What you mean?
Period. Huh?
You mean like they gonna come in like old girl, like Rudy did? Ready to knuckle up?
Oh no, that's mine. I'm like, first of all, I don't even want your damn baby. But since they're here,
Whoa! Oh shit! Oh my god!
since they're here, we're
Left
going to
field.
adjust
Oh,
accordingly. We're
oh,
going to adjust
Just to
accordingly.
put you in, DL,
oh.
just to fill you up on DL. They don't love the kids. Dirt love the kids. You know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't even
That
that.
ain't
I'm just
true. That
just
ain't
to
true.
just to
That
put
ain't true.
fill
I,
you
I,
in.
I
You
love the
know.
kids. I love the
Be
kids.
like, girl, this is like, shoot. I'm doing you a favor. Go get your life back. I got this over here. Now, I mean, we got this established over here. You go establish yours over there. And then you ain't got to worry about what's going on over here.
Right.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
So
So
what
pretty
do you
much, I'm pretty sure if Rudy had somebody blowing her back out at home, she wouldn't be worried about what's going on in that other man's house.
So that's another aspect of it, right?
I'm just saying.
Because
I'm
you
just saying.
do have those exes, both men and women, who feel like they still have to have some type of or that they got some type of end. Hey, Myra, they got some type of end, and they still the head motherfucking charge of the house, although it's an ex situation. So how do you handle that?
I don't know. I think
Sometimes you
uh,
got to beat a bitch ass.
And say word.
some,
I mean, hallelujah.
you
Sometimes it's
know,
just
but
how it goes.
a
But
lot of
other
that.
times, like they say, a
Go ahead, Juan. I'm
conversation
sorry.
can be had if there was two mature parties. I'm
Right.
all for
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm also throwing these hands as well. It's
She
up to
said,
you.
Oh,
sometimes you just gotta beat a
It's up
bitch
to you.
ass. What's going on, brother Jay? That's
sometimes I think the woman
We
or the man
matching
in that
energy around
situation.
here.
What you say?
we matching energies. Okay, I feel it. I feel it. What was you saying, Dirt?
Oh, I lost my. Oh well, I said that's
Lost train of thought, huh?
you know. Pretty much, I think that pretty much is that I think that the woman or the male, whoever is in that situation, is still the woman that, or let's take Rudy in this situation. I think she still feels empowered by the fact that he might still be messing with her. You know what I'm saying? He might be still sliding over there. You know what I'm saying? So they give her the right and the
Oh,
confidence to still feel like that.
that's a
So he
whole
had on
nother.
Boom,
black
like
shoes.
I'm still that boss woman. So, but no, I'm just saying to feel like she the black. My bad. I just caught on. There you go.
He
You know,
called
yeah.
it.
That's us. We got that inside, yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what I feel like in a lot of situations like that. It be a lot of that still entanglement, I should say. You know, is that still a word? You
Mm,
know what
Still
I'm saying? It's
crazy.
still
Still a thing. It's still a thing. Having entanglements.
mm, mm.
But I think from at least from that clip that we watched, one of the pieces that's gonna be it's gonna be a challenge for him is now the way that he and Root, the way he reacted to
Her
Rudy
name
and
is actually
he
Miranda
reacted
on this
to
show,
his.
guys. It's not
Oh,
To,
Rudy.
we calling
oh,
her
I'm
Her
Rudy.
sorry.
name is Miranda.
She
Her
Rudy.
name Rudy.
I don't give a damn what character she plays. She's still Rudy.
She been Rudy since as long as she been Rudy.
Cosby Show did her
Her
in.
character name is
Okay,
Miranda.
so Miranda, if her
She's calling that
ex-husband
woman Rudy.
doesn't if he
Keisha
doesn't
Knight Pulliam.
get that a stab, that however he figures that equilibrium to have them where it's like a mutual respect thing. Remember, the other woman's his fiance, right?
Yeah.
So he's already putting her lower in the hierarchy, but at some point she's gonna be his wife.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And low key, didn't he kind of like Bud a little bit?
Did he what?
Didn't he kind of look like Bud?
Yeah, it did look like
Like a
Bud,
grown up
like
Bud,
Bud.
like a grown up Bud. Yeah,
He
now
could
that you
be Bud.
said,
He
he
could be
kind of
Bud.
like
I'm just
Bud.
saying.
Yeah.
So
hmm,
I think it has to. So there's a lot of conversations that sound like that like really need to be had,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're
And the
dealing with
thing
bonus
is, you
things.
got to be mature to have those conversations.
Yeah, because I can't see myself being disrespected
By
in a
nobody.
house by a kid. And
That part.
that it doesn't have to simply be a bonus baby. It can be a kid in general, right?
That
It could be one of my bonus baby's friends that come in and hang out and be like, "You ain't her daddy, little motherfucker." That's right, but I pay the bills, so you can get the fuck out of my house. Let's go that way,
period.
right?
Period.
So
Period.
before you get to that level, first off, I don't want to have adult conversations with kids because they ain't ready for the
Right.
actual backlash and consequences of those actions. Although they think they grown, they really ain't, right?
Right.
So one of the conversations must be like, what's your take on discipline? Where are we at with how we interact with discipline in this house? Because it's going to come up, it's going to happen. Somebody's going to cry wolf sooner or later, regardless of what the situation is. Well, she gave the other kids more ramen noodles than what she gave me, or
Right.
I'm like, how you know? You count the noodles.
I'm just saying he threw more
That
more
ball
balls.
was a little heavy. I know.
Yeah, he played catch with the other kids more than what he played with me. So I feel left out. So let me go get some attention from my other
From the parent that
biological.
told me
So
down. Right.
right, and then from the whole barging in aspect of what happened, right? That can occur because
Right.
if you barging into my house, we gonna have issues. I don't care what you came in here for. We can't get past go because you didn't go the correct way in the first place. So get the fuck out and let's try this over because you didn't come correct. And when you want to do it again, then we can have a different conversation because you don't have that position in this household.
Right.
Where you can just barge in and start, being flipping and having loose lips. You don't have that authority. You don't have that position in my life.
Because I was raised that loose lips sink ships.
All day. So I'm just saying.
Never understood what the hell that meant, but if I had a ship, I didn't want it to sink. I tell you.
Speaking of beef, let's go and spin into our next topic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I say, man, I know a lot of people nowadays got ops.
Oh my gosh.
They got what now?
Yeah, they got ops. They got ops. So let's we're about to spin into the actual topic that Mr. Thomas brought. That shit sound weird as hell for me to call you Mr. Thomas, man. I ain't trying to make you old, bro.
That's my dad. We call my dad.
Yeah, your dad's still alive. Your dad's Mr. Thomas. That's what I tell people. But the next topic is going back and what we said before. Do we value life in today's society? And the other aspect of that, the other part of that, I did this shit on purpose. Hey,
West Side Stories.
Hey,
what's that? The Greasers and the I can't even remember the other group. I don't want to call them Pretty Boys.
They brawling. The cops out there. This ain't in America. I don't know what country this is.
They look like the UK or something.
It's not America, but they
I ain't
going
gonna
out.
say
They
it. I ain't
came
gonna
with
say
gloves
it like
on,
that.
no shirts. They got
his shirts versus skin.
Don't want nobody coming to lock me up.
Lord,
Look, it showed
Jesus,
like
you
shirt
just
versus
say-
skin, don't it?
right.
Wow.
He finna do somebody in. He finna do somebody in. So DL, this was your topic. So you kicked this one off.
Oh, okay. So what we were looking at the last during the last podcast, it came up. We were talking about over policing and stuff. And one of the things that I said, it looks like, man,
Somebody echo.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Somebody echoing bad.
I don't hear an echo.
Isn't it?
That with all the news cycles that we see, and I'm speaking, initially when I was speaking about, I was speaking primarily from what I'm seeing down in Texas, is that every day there's carjacking, road rage, there's mass shootings going on, and police killing unarmed people, be it white, black, whatever, whatever. And it's like, there is no, at least it seems that there's not as much value on life itself in today's society. And every day we get examples that support that opinion. And I wanted to just to talk to see if other people feel the same way, as far as the lack thereof of life itself.
Okay.
So when you say valuing life,
Yeah.
can you
Is it valuing other people's lives or valuing your own? Because
Just life, just life. If I have issues with you guys, right? We may have issues now. It could last for months, whatever. But is it enough of an issue? Just simple. So I ain't talking about like, oh, you broke, you killed somebody in my family and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about like the simple stuff, like, oh, I cut you off at a red light, and so you decide you're gonna roll up on me and shoot me,
Okay.
and when we were talking about the context, looking at it, you don't know why I cut you off at that red light. Maybe I was trying to rush to the hospital because my child was in the hospital, but you don't know that. You just feel slighted, so you kill me, and that's been happening. That's stuff like that been happening. There was I'll just give one example, and luckily nobody got killed during this incident. There was a traffic, somebody got cut off in traffic apparently, right? And one of the guys pulled off onto one of the, like around here around the highways, they got little feeder road, little frontage roads or whatever. So they pull off into the frontage road. The other car pulls behind them, and they get into this altercation, right? And whatever. So the guy, there was a man and a woman in the truck, and there was a man and a child in the car. So the guy in the truck gets out and has whatever words, and I think he assaulted the guy in the car, and it's all caught on video as well. And so when the guy pulls off, the guy in the car pulls off, it looks like he's trying to get away, but he ain't worried about like running over the other guy, right? So the other guy hops out the way. The girl comes out the car and starts popping off at him. She shot the car at his car. Well, what they didn't know is that the child was in the back seat. So it's one of those, so the car pulls off to the right and it goes off. She's still shooting recklessly at the car, trying to get this guy. Now, at that point, he's not threatening more to them at all.
Right.
Not threat at all. She hit the car, that busted back windshield out. So the child, I think it was maybe an 8 or 9 year old, or maybe a little younger than that. But the child's got, cuts and stuff from the glass and stuff like that. And one of the bullets hit a car dealership, because she missed the car. It hit the car dealership. Nobody got killed, fortunately. But how is it that an altercation like that, a traffic altercation, and they might have, I don't know, they might have honked and pissed people off or whatever. I'm not really sure. But how is it that right there, that simple altercation, can turn to where she was using deadly force?
Mm-hmm.
And there was no threat. She wasn't in any danger, because her dude was the one that got out of the car and was getting into it with the guy in the other car. And he didn't have any weapons in the car at all, the other guy.
I get you. So that's what I was getting with. Road rage is crazy. But on top of that, like I was speaking on about the youth nowadays, they got ops now. Everybody got an op. And usually your op is usually like 3 blocks away from you, somebody in the community, you know what I'm saying? So how do you rest that night? You know what I'm saying? Like this road rage incident going in, couple of arrests, some fines or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then people going on their way. But how do you rest with, and the guy that you beefing with stay a couple blocks away? You know what I'm saying? It is, and everybody got an op, everybody got a gun. Like you was saying earlier, nobody fights nowadays. So the fighting aspect, like I guess we had ops back in the day, a couple blocks away, different, you know what I'm saying, different sets or
Yeah, but
whatever.
you weren't scared to get into a fight, and you weren't scared to get a scratch or get your butt kicked because it wasn't filmed and put on social media forever.
Right. We all
Social media has turned
there.
our reality into some straight.
It was one basketball,
Like, it's
right? It was
stupid.
one basketball court, and everybody in the section, everybody from in the community came and hooped, and the sets was divided back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's how we came up.
Yeah.
Everybody hooped. If you was set tripping or whatever back in the day, then hey, it was altercation, and it was usually fisticuff. It was used fist. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. Everybody went on their way. But nowadays, and then speaking on like what you're saying, Wanda, social media nowadays, you can't just let nobody beat you up nowadays. 'Cause if you
Because
lose
it's
that fight
filmed
and
and
it's
it's on the
posted,
internet forever.
oh my goodness, you can't let that off. Now you got to go back and get your big cousin, and your big cousin coming back with
A gun.
his little do dirty. Yeah, you know about the do dirties.
Yeah, I know a little bit about some.
So I got one more example, right? So a couple days ago, there was a guy that set a house on fire out here, right? And so the police come out, and the fire department comes out, right? So he set the fire. They go in trying to get people out the house. As they're coming out, so this guy is sitting like maybe across the street or a little bit away. He's popping and killing the firefighters and the police that's coming out
What?
of the fire. So they was like, "Fuck this, we ain't about to try to put this fire out." He was killing him, so the police ended up killing him. It's that's the shit I'm talking about. Now it's crazy, and it's like, okay, so what was going? And it could, I don't know if it was mental. They don't know it based on what I read about the report and everything. But
Mm.
what is it that would make you think that's okay? There's like, well, those lives don't even matter. They don't even matter. And then apparently, at least not to the guy that did it, and stuff like that. So it's
Because
like,
everybody is out for self now.
And I
Everybody's
don't.
out for self. Nobody is looking out for the next person or their nobody's looking out for the brother man. Everybody looking out for
Yeah.
themselves.
So
There is no more community. There is no more neighbor.
No more community.
Everybody's
because
just existing to survive at this point.
your goddamn neighbor is your op at this point in life.
Like everybody is just living to survive at this point. And if I gotta step on you to get ahead, if I gotta, hurt you to keep you from hurting me, I'm gonna take care of me first. I'm not gonna worry about you.
Exactly.
Or then, even with that, though, it's like even if you see somebody hurt, you gotta worry about, is this person actually hurt, or are they trying to rob me? Are they trying to do something? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You don't even want to let down your windows to give the little people begging for money no money because you think they gonna snatch you up out your stuff and ride off.
So that's why I was speaking. Right. That's why I was speaking about the ski mask earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was at work. I work for a demolition company, and we demo in this little housing community. And man, when I say I turned around and I see like 3 little guys standing outside in flip-flop shorts with their little man purse on, and they got ski mask on.
I ain't scared nobody no man hurt.
It's 90-something degrees. I don't know what's in that little man purse. So if you roll up on me with that little man
They ain't
purse and
big
a
enough to
ski
slip
mask,
nothing in there. Some gum.
we in Missouri. Hey, we in Missouri. We got the right to carry. You know what I'm saying? We got
A
you know what I'm saying?
lifestyle.
We're open carry state, I should say.
It's a satchel.
Because I need somebody to explain to me
It's a satchel. It's a satchel.
what the
It's a
difference
puff.
between
Okay. That was in 1970. The satchel was in 1970. You know, it's 2022. That's a
It's
man
a
purse, bro.
Ain't no such thing. That's a goddamn purse. I don't give a damn who put it on. That's the motherfucking purse. They can try and trick themselves because they want to wear a purse.
It's a
and
courier bag.
feel manly, but that's a motherfucking purse. That's a daggone lie.
It's a puff.
So if you look at old footage from like the 60s and 70s, you can see the old heads used to wear like what you say, a satchel. That's what they call it.
Satchel.
They call it a satchel. But nowadays, that's a purse, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, another day.
So,
We talk another day.
So I think people have begun to move away from the golden rule. Essentially. treat that neighbor as I said, right? It's
Lord have
um,
mercy.
people don't treat their neighbors uh, as they would treat themselves, unfortunately. And when you pull in and you buy into an individualistic type of mentality, you're always going to be doing this pros and cons or better than or less than. And that's always going to play on ego, first of all. Second off, that's always going to play on the actual cost or the value of that other person's life. So if you don't value your neighbor's life as much as you value your own life, well then yeah, I can murder them. They ain't worth shit.
Right.
You know, and that's
Luckily, I got two neighbors in my neighborhood. Across the street don't count. That's like a whole nother state over there. But on my side of the street, I got my, like, we look out for each other over on these, because there's only two houses on this side of the street. Them other
well, then
houses across the
shit.
street,
You got
that's
to.
something else. But this,
Y'all got out for real.
yeah, my two neighbors over here, we good. Like, we look out for each other, and like, we know each other, we talk and we converse with each other. It's like literally the people across the street is like.
But what separates y'all though? Let me ask you that.
Street.
Okay. Understood. But after the street, what's the actual separating factor?
Well, actually the little old people that live on the corner, they cool. But then it's like this little and the little old man that live on that end, he cool too. But it's this little house directly across the street from me. I think it's some criminal activity going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a little dude, like, he ain't never in school. I'm
Look
like,
at
bro,
Wanda
why you
Kern.
like,
Look
why
at
you ain't
Wanda
never in
Kern.
school?
Right.
Like, he be outside of his skinny jeans and his Merce, and he
Yeah, I
have
know how
a
we do. Wanda be up pointing them blinds, and
no, I
you
don't
know,
either. I go out my
it's a
front
bunch of
door.
activity going on
I
over there.
can't. No, I can't part my blinds. My kids catch the bus out there. I be out the door with my
I
thing
got
on my
you.
waist. Please
I
believe
got
it.
you.
It ain't gonna be no peeking out no blinds over here.
So it's crazy you say that because I'm on the corner. I live on the corner house of my block. So the only beef I got, I could be competing with my neighbors on cutting the grass. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, these old heads, because a lot of them retired. I'd be like, they trying to show me up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel some type of way when I get off work. They be like, man, you just got off work. I be like, yeah, bro, I'm cutting this grass, bro. You ain't finna show me up. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
here's the
that's my beef on the block.
here's the question. Like with people thinking that they got ops. First off, like I don't understand that shit because how a po motherfucker finna have beef with another po motherfucker? Anyway, that's a
How
whole
y'all
nother,
buying shells?
that's a whole nother conversation for another time.
Okay.
But drivers, like what are the influences to this? Like how did we get here? How did we get here to where essentially, because I'm not disagreeing with the actual statement that today's society values human life a bit less than what it used to. But how did we get here? What are the influences that actually put us into this situation? What were the sparkers, and what are the continuations of that things that continue to put us in this situation? Like, because we can say racism, but if you look at your socioeconomic
Excuse me.
demographics, that's not always the case because sometimes it's us. Sometimes I don't want to be around people that look like me.
Yeah.
Some
What
motherfuckers
you
the same,
said, right? That's what I'm
right?
saying.
Yeah.
So what are the influencers that are putting us in this situation?
I just think it's weird that everybody feel like they have an eye. Because more than likely, the next person ain't really thinking about you like that. Now, the fact that you feel like you making them think about you, like, because if people are like ops, haters, whatever you want to call them, I'm like, for what? What they hate on you for?
The way when I trip out, I trip out the community. Because like I say, it's back in the day, it was cool to have like two haters, but nowadays your op is like 2 blocks away from you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is so aggressive and were overly aggressive. You know what I'm saying? For what? And then when they get jammed up, they like, I was stupid, I was tripping, I was, you know what I'm saying? They crying, you know what I'm saying? Like people react,
Because people
Right?
are reacting off of emotion. Everybody's so
people
emotional
react.
right now.
They don't know how to
No,
throw hands.
Everybody trying to get in touch
no.
with them feelings that they've been suppressing for forever.
People feel
So
like they so much more important than the next person. That's what I
right.
get. They feel that they are so much more important than the next. That's what road rage kick in at. Like you say, a lot of times it might be a situation, emergency situation, but sometimes it just be man, it be an ignorant person just
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm at the light, bro. Hit the horn at me one time. You ain't gotta you know what I'm saying? Hey, bump bump, hit that mud like my bad, I'm tripping, you know. Let me roll. You hear me?
And so here's another question, right? With us as a country having to go through COVID for 2 years, there's a bit of a reassimilation into regular and
Um,
back into the norm that we lost, right? Because we build up tolerances, certain tolerances for different things. So if somebody honked at us and they held that long horn, back in the day, you probably just hold your hand out the window and throw them a middle finger, and you drive on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of putting the car in park, getting your thumper, and you approaching them, you know,
right.
rapid fire.
What's all
So
that about? Right.
right. So again, I'm asking because I personally think like and this I can't stand a lot of the music culture. I was listening to a Drake song a while ago, and he was talking about having ops like, motherfucker, you a multi-millionaire. Where is your opposition? Because you shouldn't be out here on these streets. If you are, you've lost respect because you're a dummy. And anybody else that is throwing that message out there that a multi-millionaire
I think it's just
as
music.
of having ops.
It's music. That's
Some
the
dark
same
skinned
thing.
person wrote that for Drake, and he just had to say
I'm just I'm just saying. Wanda always throw me off.
With the
I
straight
mean,
face.
Nicki Minaj said it too. Like talking about her clique being in the back of Outback because they got beef, Outback steak.
That's
And I was like, yeah,
that's a
that's
good
clever.
song with her and Lil Baby. I like that little
Yeah,
song,
it
but
is dope. Don't get me wrong, it's dope.
you know, but like I say,
I do
it's
like that song.
entertainment.
That song is hot.
Right.
But like I say, it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
But I think
Gangster
that's the
ra-
problem.
gangster rap ain't gangster rap
Yeah,
is
and they
gangster
got
rap
people
to the
believing that they really
community.
living this life.
But
And
a lot of them guys want to like
Drake grew up on
Future.
the hard streets of Toronto.
Right.
So I mean,
And he was
come
wheelchair
on
Jimmy with
now. He
Disney
was
for a
on
minute.
Degrassi for
Right.
crying out loud.
Yeah.
Future talk about drinking
Degrassi?
lean in every song that he do. He talk about drinking lean and everything.
I agree
Future
with
did
that line. So conquer and divide.
Future
Absolutely.
did an interview and he said he don't drink lean. You know what I'm saying?
So I
He
don't I
just
don't
do it.
know. I don't know if it's an actual movement of people not respecting life as much anymore as what it is the access to to sell that story,
Mm-hmm.
to sell
That
that story. Yeah,
glorification. Is that a
right,
word?
right.
I
It
mean,
is. It absolutely is.
right.
The
Yeah, right.
the glorification aspect of it, and I'm saying that because I'm thinking with a humanistic standpoint,
Yeah.
the philosophical aspect of humanism, and it's all in all of its troves, the actual definition of humanism, hoping that there is still good and wanting to see another person in a humanistic fashion and hoping that they would express and be the good that I'm seeing. So I'm hoping that it's just a social media. It's more we have more of an access to people doing stupid shit nowadays
Mm-hmm.
than what we used to. Because when shit went down on the south side, it take about 2 or 3 weeks for somebody to hear it on the north side, then call their cousin back on the south side like, "Cuz this happened," and you like, "Nah, it was different names, a different place, but
Mm-hmm.
something kind of like that happened." You know what I mean? So that's just the What the hell? What's the snickerings for?
I just thought about something. I mean,
Okay.
so
I want to snicker too. God damn it! What's
yeah, I mean, it's so funny because y'all was like, oh, we didn't grow up that way, but y'all definitely had out growing up. I remember one incident in particular.
calm down? You ain't got to be telling on us and shit now.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I say, we had like it was different sets. Like Charlton was
No,
a
it was
set.
literally the same block, just a couple
No,
houses down.
well, that was different. They weren't from the community. They was.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
It
I'm gonna
happened.
speak in I'm gonna speak in y'all terms, Jig. They were civilians. You know what I'm saying? They weren't soldiers. You know what I'm saying? They were civilians. That was a
And
different time. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Well, which
so
I don't know exactly which one. Which oh no, I just thought about that. I'm tripping.
You know,
I'm like, do I need
He
to?
just hit me in the head.
you know.
Miles down and some shit happened. They was ops though. They were ops.
Yeah.
But
They
it
were
all
ops.
started from a little child's altercation.
And your
So
daddy
who was
saying,
not
get
valuing
him.
life in that altercation?
Who said get him?
Huh?
Ass
Right.
whoop. Nobody
Who
died.
said get him?
A lot of people got their
You're
ass
right.
whooped.
Nobody died.
Nah,
Nobody lost their life.
nah.
And
Fortunately,
it was
because
your dad.
I thought for sure that the one that slid under the vehicle was dead for sure. But
All
they
right,
were
let's
not.
move on. Move on.
Everybody
What
was
got
Yeah,
you?
alive until
we ain't got
something.
you talk about that.
Hey, one of the
You
loose
ain't
lips
gonna
in
implicate
the
us
ship.
in that
Remember
shit. You
that
ain't gonna do
loose
that.
So
lips.
what got me effed up this week was them trying to test the family back in 19 some, you know. Hey,
Damn, that's where we are. Let's do it. What got you effed up?
you know what I'm
Oh
What
saying?
got you
no!
effed up? My man just lost all of his credibility in any
Oh
place in life
no!
he could have been at or gone. He's done.
Poor
So
Anybody?
DL,
guy.
hey DL, just tell you a little bit more. We ain't gonna go into depth, but I was getting off the school bus from a volleyball tournament that day. Pulled up on the block. My bus driver didn't even want to let me off. She like, baby, I don't know what's going on over here.
Yeah, it was hands being laid. God damn it!
Got off
Yes,
the
the Holy
school
Ghost was
bus.
in the building.
A lot of
Oh
motherfuckers
my
That
goodness.
was
on
hands
that day.
being laid.
I got
Yeah.
off the school bus to all chaos. She's like, baby, I'm gonna have to go and get up out of here. I'm like, you just let me off, miss. I don't even remember her name. You hear me? I'm like, you don't let me off.
And
This
she
my
valued
blood.
human life. That lady valued
She
human life.
valued. She spoke to me. I was the last stop. She said, baby, I don't even know what's going on right here. I don't even know.
I knew what was going
I
on.
don't even know if I
Everybody
should
knew
let
what
you
was going on.
off.
I was in the goddamn kerfuffle.
But I was in high school, so I ain't have to have no parent or nobody pick me up from the bus stop and that. So
If
Right.
man let me off,
she had to let me off. You hear me? She's like,
So
all right,
long
baby.
story short, we whooped the whole family's ass in a setting of an evening. It happened to them in that fashion. They whole family got their asses whooped. And it ain't even have to go down like that.
it didn't. It did not.
Our uncle Wanda's dad was trying to be diplomatic and trying to settle the score and calm shit down.
Right.
But they didn't want to listen. They just kept like trying to
And he's
hype
not
shit
that
up.
diplomatic. Just to put it out there, he was only being diplomatic because the individual worked for him.
Right.
And we was in the neighborhood, and it was in the community. They stayed right down the street. It was in the community. They stayed about 5 houses down, 4, 5 houses down. Community. Look at that.
So our whole family proceeded
Eddie
to
was
get
part of
their
that.
asses
Eddie
beat.
was part of that. That was the reason they kicked off. Eddie
No,
was part. That's why he spoke up. You hear me?
look, I don't know. I don't even know how it started. I just remember walking outside the house, like, what the hell going on?
It was with the younger cousins like Eddie them, Eddie G.
This
You know
little,
what
and
I'm
the
saying?
crazy thing is, this little boy got beat up every single day by
I
Yeah,
can't even
somebody.
remember the kid who started it.
I do.
I remember his name. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting, you know what I'm saying, murdered later on.
Yep.
So
Getting
you know
value
what I'm
to
saying.
and
So
value human life.
yeah, he ended up getting murdered at a young age too. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So at a young age, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
his ass got whooped before he got murdered. He had a decision to make. He didn't
Oh,
have to go
geez,
that
cut it
route.
out. Let
Hey,
it
hey,
be.
hey, God damn it. Hey, we're gonna tell the
Oh,
truth
he's gonna
about
put it
the
out. He put
situation.
it out there.
He did. He did put it
That's
out
that's he
there.
was part of it. He was part of it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was because of you, Eddie.
Yeah.
Don't blame it
Oh
on my
my
brother. We're
God.
not doing that.
Hey,
Nope.
my little brother was out there too. Hey, all right. Anyway, DL, yeah. So people have
Some
ops.
savages. That's what they is.
Wow.
But
Savages.
the crazy thing is about it, they weren't even our ops. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother was actually dating uh one of the family members. You see what I'm saying? So like we knew the family, like the family was actually good with us, but not after that night.
I think
Again,
it was because they were not that attractive, but
it could have been. I don't know. All I
I
know is
feel
the
like that
whole
had something
family.
to do with it.
A
Because
whole
Yeah.
I feel like people that feel like they're unattractive feel like they got a beef with somebody
You
because
got
they're
to
not
win
happy.
somewhere in life, God damn it. You got to get a win somewhere in life.
And
You
most
got
of the time,
damn right.
unattractive people do got them hands. They just
Yeah.
don't have them this day. I
If
don't
you,
get
if,
it, but
if,
that is what
if
it is. So moving on, what's got you effed up this
uh,
week?
Oh,
DL, DL, we'll start with you. What got you effed up, bruh?
So this week, what's got me effed
already
up?
kicked it off.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
did.
had
He
me
did kick it
effed up.
off. Yeah,
You're
So
right.
yeah,
My
there you go,
bad.
DL.
he
It's
did.
on
What's
you,
got
DL.
me
My
effed
bad.
up is how we spending all this money to send a rocket to the moon, but the people in Jackson, Mississippi, ain't got clean water to drink.
Mm, mm, facts.
We went through it at Flint. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the
Exactly.
people.
Exactly.
And
They care about the people.
Dion got to move his team to hotels,
And you see the community. You see the
and he
community
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
affected.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
so that's what be crazy. It's like when we speak about it, they be like, "Nah, man, y'all just always jumping the broom." You know, I mean, just talking crazy. It don't never be about black or white. You know, but it's always in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's talk about it.
It's crazy. You're absolutely right, and that should definitely have you effed up. I feel you.
Yeah.
Something okay.
We got you after one that phone blowing up.
No, that ain't my phone.
Oops.
Oh,
That
oh,
ain't me. Everybody
my
that
bad,
called me
G.
at boot camp.
That ain't me.
My
So
bad.
I guess we done ruled damn near everybody out. Somebody got to take.
But anyway, what got me effed up? Actually, I had a pretty good week. I ain't gonna even lie. So I'm gonna just say that this mosquito that just bit me on my hand got me effed up this week. I got a mosquito bite on my hand right now.
How's the
So like
game?
my week has been like, like even if my week wasn't that great, which it has been, but today was just an all around good day. I went into
Ice
work
Cube in there.
and it wasn't even nothing to do for real. Like today was straight chill. It was a chill Friday.
Gotcha. How was the
Um
game? How was the game?
uh that
Uh,
sucked. that Riverview kind of put the spank on Gateway this evening. So that
mm,
kind of got me effed up, I guess, this week. Oh yeah, I forgot. Somebody got murked across the street from the job.
God damn.
That also got me effed up this week.
How do you just forget about that? Like,
Cause I came home to a letter from my husband. So I'm like, it's like my week is great. No,
It
but
wasn't a postcard, was it? Wasn't a postcard, was it?
but yeah, somebody got yeah, somebody got their muffin cap peeled black blue
oh,
this
God
eve.
damn. Don't be
Yeah.
poetic.
Um, what else got me effed up this week? I have to keep taking out my trash. That got me effed up
nobody
this
got
week.
their muffin pulled back blue. It's good. Hey, I ain't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, so I guess my week ain't been that great, has it?
Right, you can have some murders, and a loss. I don't know, cuz.
I mean,
That's 2 out of 7 days. I mean, 2 out of 5 days. So you good.
Yeah. And
Your
I had to take my
your
trash out. Did I tell
ratio
you
is
that?
great.
That got me effed up this week.
Gotcha. Jigga
all
You
right.
want to
man,
come over and start taking my trash out? You live like
huh?
right around the corner.
I sent twins over.
Well, they gonna clean my backyard too, because that about need to be done.
As long
Hey,
as
I
they can
don't
have
know.
that little pew pew fight, they pew, 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 with forks, like on TikTok. I'm like, damn, my little cousins on TikTok fighting. It's a
That
gunfight
was
with
two.
fork.
That was actually 2 years ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that
Damn,
was 2 years ago.
and you're just not posting it. Good job, Dad.
I told you, man. I got videos.
Mm, mm.
I'm gonna
So,
do better.
so Thomas kind of took it out of my mouth, right? We're sending we sent not too long ago $8 billion to Ukraine. We sent $3 billion to Ukraine. We sent $11 billion to Ukraine. We and I don't disagree with this part, but we've forgiven upwards to $20,000 in student loans, right? We're spending money fighting against Trump and his bullshit. However, citizens of a capital city in the United States of America, their water is fucked up.
Because of flooding.
How does this happen? Why aren't we pouring resources into those people, into those families, into that area to make sure that citizens are okay? Why is that not a thing? Why aren't people actually like getting on board with, hey, let's get some water back into Jackson?
Hey,
Let's
what a dollar makes sense in that shit.
say again.
What a dollar makes sense in that. We investing in that. It don't bring us no revenue. It don't bring no dollar. Hey,
And that's the
come on.
problem. That's the problem. We've begun to misdirect where things need to actually happen. Again,
Correct.
we've
I
sent
agree.
billions of dollars to Ukraine, but we still got homeless veterans.
Mm.
We still got homeless
We
citizens.
still got homeless, period.
We've still got homeless Americans at the end of the day. But
And a
we're
ton
still
of vacant
funding.
buildings.
Right. And the vacant buildings are being bought up by corporations who are going to sell spots inside of the building to pay for the loans that they receive or the loans that they asked for,
Correct.
so they can make a profit. We still haven't regulated the medical corporations.
We still ain't paid our teachers.
Exactly. But we can go off and send billions of dollars to other people in the world.
Okay, you finna get down.
I don't agree with it, and I don't understand it. Americans have to do better at the
Absolutely.
end of the day.
Absolutely.
So, real quick, if anybody is willing to do or wants to do an afterlife, I'll be on. I'm gonna keep this up for a little minute. I'll let y'all in. I posted the link. I'll push it in. Maybe Myra will hop on. A couple of our other battle buddies will hop on, but we're gonna be on here for a little minute, and we'll get ready to close out. So,
Dirt,
final
we got
thoughts.
you effed up this week. Did you say we had you effed up this week?
He
What you
did.
say?
You was one.
You've been hitting that pen.
I did not. Not today.
Oh, okay.
I kicked it off.
I forgot what you said.
All right.
So
Final thoughts.
love,
What
love your people, man. Love your people. First and foremost, give them their roses while they heard. Love your people. Stop the evil. Show love. Show respect to one another. To the kids too. Dirt love the kid. But y'all gotta show love too. You see what I'm saying? Dirt love the kid, but y'all gotta show love too. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to your mama, what she got to say about your daddy and your or your stepmama. You know what I'm saying? Or listen to the baby daddy when he come pick up baby girl and he talking about everybody else.
I got you,
Stop
Eddie.
that. Come on,
All
love
right,
your people.
Juan, what you got?
As always, don't forget to brush and floss at least twice a day. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. Don't forget to smile. It's free.
Thomas, what you got?
I just want to say thank you guys for letting me be a guest on here.
Oh, let me pause you out real quick. My bad. I apologize because you didn't tell us about your car club.
I thought he finna spin it all right there.
Oh no, I would. Okay, so we got we got a big event coming up at the end of September, and as you can see, that's why I'm rocking a little scorpion on the hat here, and I got some of the Wish.com Scorp merch. Take that I forgot I had ordered, right? But I figured I'd wear it to rock with the hat. I'm a member of the Fiat Club of North America, and but I have one of the Abarth models, so that's the significance behind the Scorpion.
Okay.
So we're going to be having a big event coming up. Like I said, at the end of the month, it's going to be in the Woodlands in Houston, Texas, and we're going to be pushing out trying to push some merchandise with the logo like this on there. So I've got, I've got hats of all different colors
I got you, Eddie.
and designs and stuff like that, and we're going to be pushing some of these out. Now this is the first time because what we're trying to do was make this like a big surprise to the people that were attending. So now I'm going to go ahead and put them on my Instagram. If because I right now the bulk of my stuff is just car. It's just car stuff. It ain't nothing really personal, just car stuff. And so the bulk of the people that are on Instagram that I'm friends or following and stuff, it's all car. It's all just car stuff. Because I had ops on on social media, so I don't have a lot of social media going on. But yeah, so we're gonna be pushing these hats at the show, and I'll start posting now. And I appreciate you guys for letting me on and talking about my little club thing. Also, just want to send a shout out, man. I see this is like you guys are all family, right? Y'all are all cousins and stuff, right?
Yeah, we're first. Yeah.
G, I appreciate you, man. You're like a big brother to me. Maybe a young brown. I think I'm a little older than you, I think.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I think you're a little younger than I am. Yeah.
I am.
But I want to send a shout out if I don't know who all is on from our group or whatever from where we all work together, but just to send a shout out to those guys because we got a cruise coming up in January, and some people say we hating on them. We don't support the white folks that's putting the cruise together. I got some messages while we was on here, so we'll send a shout out. And then we'll send a shout out to the sister one, let them know we think about it. That stuff.
I'm gonna put Jimmy on. I'm gonna put Jimmy on.
Hey. So our whole the name, the family bloodline. Our whole bloodline is coexisting of Anglo-Saxons. You know what I'm saying? European, white people. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole makeup of
Anglo-Saxons.
My bad. I'm a history guy. You know what I'm saying? So so my little lingo a little different. You know what I'm saying? So, but our whole makeup is from white people. You know what I'm saying? So we love people, man. We don't hate on nobody, man. It's all love. Heard.
So so you got him. Okay.
Yeah, I got him.
But yeah, I just want to I appreciate you guys for what you're doing, and let me know how that hat turns out, man. Because if not, and send me the logo, and I can see if I get my guy on it as well. If
Damn, now I got me hurt. Cause I'm gonna say it like this. Jig, I don't remember the guy you had on. We had one of Jig mates on once before. And we conversating with him and we had a whole whole little talk with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We going through everything that we doing tonight. And then at the end of the night, he was like, "Man, y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love me, and y'all don't mess with me, and this and that." And we like,
Which one was that?
this was me, you, Jay, Wanda, all of us was on, and I can't remember. He came over to your house one night, and he sat over at your house one night, and we sitting there talking it. We having a whole other conversation, and then out the blue, he just changed up on us. He like, "Man, y'all don't like me. Y'all don't love me." You know what I'm saying?
Was he drunk?
He was. If he was over here, he was drunk.
He was wasted over. He got wasted. As the night went on, he ended up getting wasted. But yeah.
Yeah, Jigs,
Oh,
you are.
I'm gonna have to put y'all up on. Y'all don't remember the episodes. I'm gonna have to. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. So my final thoughts: be the expression of the change, the love, the difference, the influence you want to be, or you want to see in the world. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. You be that. Be courageous enough to be that. Sooner or later, somebody's going to pick up on it. They'll extract from you what they need, and they will produce good fruits. So be the good that you want to see in the world, and that's a very boiled down synopsis of Mahatma Gandhi. But be that. Be better to each other. So inspired to make a difference. Absolutely. I dig that. So as always, thank y'all for coming out.
I got
Yeah,
one more.
go ahead.
Oh, there you go.
And don't allegedly wear black shoes.
If y'all hop on the afterlife, I will. We can actually
Y'all, please
explain
hop on the
that
afterlife.
inside
It's gonna
joke.
be a good time. Okay,
Yeah,
just hop on.
yeah.
It's gonna
We
be
ain't
fun.
had an afterlife in a minute, but
Hit that link.
hit that link. I
We
just
about to
posted
let
it
y'all
again.
in.
So yeah. So at this point, in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank you for coming out. God bless and good night.
Good night.
Listen to the
Thank
outro.
you, people.
Good night.
One time for the one time.